Colorado Springs police are disputing a neighbor's claim they ignored her first call to 911 about a man with a gun who ended up shooting and killing 3 people. Denver 7 reporter Russell Hawthorn is working on this developing story. And Russell, there's been a firestorm of criticism about police response to this shooting.
And Colorado Springs police tell us today those claims are absolutely false, and the 911 recordings will prove that. They still haven't released the 911 recordings, however. We talked to multiple dispatch centers today here in the metro area, including the Broomfield PD. All of them say Colorado's open carry laws make these kind of calls complicated. Neighbor Naomi Bettis says it was her first call to 911 about a man with a gun that perhaps wasn't taken seriously.
I got on, talked to the dispatchers and told them that he was walking around.
Minutes later, still no police. Noah Harpham fires the first rounds.
Just boom, boom, boom.
We checked with call centers throughout Metro Denver, including Broomfield, and found weapons calls are a challenge for dispatchers.
I think the biggest question that we ask then is the gun out? Is he threatening somebody with it, or is it put away the way it's supposed to be, and it's where it's legal?
In Arapahoe County, Julie Brooks says dispatchers are also trained to gauge the urgency in a caller's voice.
If we're working in the same office together and I get up and I walk by you and I'm like, hey, Russell, there's a fire, I'm going to leave the building. That's different than if I walk by going, Russell, there's a fire, you got to get out of the building.
Broomfield dispatcher Mansour Ghazawi says it's not an exact science.
I don't always trust leaving it to my judgment because I'm not there. And I don't know what the person is doing specifically based on just what the person on the phone is telling me. So we always err on the side of caution. We always send.
Many agencies tell us that they prioritize weapons calls as priority 2, and then they're escalated or de-escalated based on the threat. Again, it's not an exact science, but rather an accumulation of information by those dispatchers. Live in Broomfield, Russell Hawthorn, Denver 7.
Tough job, definitely. Now, in Colorado, it's legal to openly carry a rifle or handgun in public. But local governments can ban open carrying in a building or a specific area if they post signs warning of the restriction. As far as the investigation into the Colorado Springs goes, today police have not released any new information on their investigation. We did learn the bicyclist who was shot and killed was an Army veteran and survived 3 tours of duty in Iraq. We talked to Andrew Meyer's ex-fiancée, and she gave us these pictures of him. And you will hear more from her tonight on Denver 7 at 10.